Welcome to the Ports and Shipping News from Visakhapatnam. Thiruvananthapuram. The Adani Group helmed Vizhinjam International Deepwater Multipurpose Seaport, already delayed by over 2 years due to the agitation, is facing protests led by those who preach the word of God, putting to test the country's ability to build signature infrastructure projects such as the upcoming container transshipment terminal near Kerala capital Thiruvananthapuram. In August, more than 6 years after Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone APSEZ started constructions on the rupees 5,552 crores port in December 2015, Fish Flock Group, backed by the influential Latin Catholic of the Thiruvananthapuram, launched an agitation at the construction site, alleging that the protests had resulted in intense shore coastal erosion on the northern side of the port, affecting their livelihood. The agitation stopped the construction work from 16th August. Karan Adani, Chief Executive Officer of APSEZ, met Kerala Port Minister Ahmad Davarkoil on 24th July in Thiruvananthapuram to discuss the progress of the project, after which Ahmad said that the first phase of the Vizhinjam Port will be commissioned by September next year. The protesters are demanding that the work on Vizhinjam Port should be halted till a fresh scientific study is undertaken on environmental and social aspects. Overseeing the construction of the port termed the protesters' claim on beach erosion as baseless without any scientific backing. Many studies, the officials said, have concluded there is no correlation between beach erosion and the planned mega port. Shore erosion had occurred even before the port construction started, he pointed out. Besides, the planned project was subjected to intense security by the expert appraisal committee ahead, securing environmental and coastal regulation zone clearance in 2014 from the Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Still, certain groups opposed to the project approached the Supreme Court and the National Green Tribunal between 2014 and 16, casting doubts on the studies that led to the environmental. These appreciations were set aside by the National Green Tribunal in September 2016. The NGT also tasked a 7-member expert committee comprising scientists from some of the Indian top research scientific and regulatory agencies and 10-member shoreline monitoring cell with representatives from Kerala government bodies to oversee the work and ensure that the conditions stipulated in the environmental clearance and the NGT are being followed while implementing the project. Vizhinjam International Seaport is thus India's first project to be monitored directly by the National Green Tribunal committees for its environmental and social impacts during the construction phase. Till date, these committees have not found anything to suggest that the shore erosion at the beaches, as claimed by the protesters, are in any way linked to the construction of Vizhinjam Port. Vizhinjam Port, according to the port and shipping industry sources, it is the best suited to cut India's dependence on Colombo, a regional transshipment hub to send and receive cargo containers, entitling extra time and cost for the exporters and importers. Annually, around 3 million 20-foot equivalent units of India's bound cargo containers are transshipped at the neighboring countries' port, especially Colombo, Singapore and other regional ports, according to the government estimates. Colombo, Singapore and Port Kelang handle more than 85% of this, with Colombo alone handles 2.5 million TEUs. Given the extra port handling charges incurred at the transshipment hubs, the transshipment of the cargo results at logistic cost inefficiencies for Indian industry. The additional port handling cost is to turn to $80 to $100 per TEU. which could be saved if the containers was imported and exported as direct gateway cargo instead of being transshipped. The Maritime India Vision 2030, a 10 years blueprint from the maritime sector, pointed out. Vizhinjam is being developed as a container transshipment port with an investment of rupees 5,552 crores to compete with the Colombo because its basic infrastructure such as water depth and proximity to the main shipping line is being then Colombo, the biggest transshipment facility in the region. Vizhinjam has 20 meters of natural water depth that allows big mother ships to dock, a key requirement for hosting a transshipment hub. Further, the port is only 12 nautical miles from the international shipping channel, giving a direct access to the international trade route. According to the construction agreement signed on August 17, 2015, Vizhinjam Port was slated to start operations on December 3, 2019, which could pushed to August 3, 2020. Adani Vizhinjam Port Private Limited, the APSC unit developing the port, has blamed forces majeure even arising from the act of God such as cyclone, coronavirus, besides high waves and reason attributed to government authorities by for overshooting the commercial operations date set by the concession agreement for the project. Force majeure causes absolves a firm from meeting their contractual commitment for reason beyond their control. The economic crisis in Sri Lanka is seen as a golden chance for India to push ahead with the Vizhinjam container transshipment port and reduce its reliance on the island nation. By all accounts, the container transshipment port at Vizhinjam is very vital for India and should come up. Each day of delay is costing the countries very badly, said the port industry consultant. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.
Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long.